you haven't done a casual relationship, let me explain what it is. It's when one person is casual.
Feel anything?
No.
Hey there. Have you ever noticed something really weird about laughter? Like, when you're watching a funny movie at home on your phone, you might chuckle a little bit. But when you watch the exact same movie in a theater full of people, you're practically rolling on the floor laughing. Or think about this. When you watch stand-up comedy clips on YouTube alone in your room, they're okay, right? But if you actually go to a comedy show with friends, you laugh so hard your stomach hurts. What's going on here? Is the joke magically funnier when other people are around? Well, not exactly. But the answer is way more fascinating than you might think. Today, let's check out the amazing science of why we laugh so much more when we're with other people. Trust me, this is going to blow your mind. So here's the thing that scientists have been trying to figure out. If a joke is funny, shouldn't it be equally funny whether you're alone or with 100 people? I mean, the joke doesn't change, right? But here's what researchers discovered. And this is crazy. People laugh up to 30 times more when they're with others compared to when they're alone. 30 times. That's not a small difference. That's huge. This tells us something really important. Laughter isn't just about finding something funny. It's way more complicated than that. In fact, laughter is one of the most social things we humans do. It's almost more about the people around us than the actual joke. Here's something that might surprise you. Most of the time when we laugh in conversations, we're not even responding to jokes. Scientists watched people talking and found that we laugh about 5 times every 10 minutes, just during normal conversations. And get this, the person who just finished talking usually laughs the most. So what's happening here? Well, laughter is like a secret language we use to communicate with each other. When we laugh, we're saying things like, "Hey, I agree with you," or "I like you," or "Everything's cool between us." It's like laughter is our way of showing we belong to the same group. When you laugh with your friends, you feel closer to them, right? That's not an accident. That's your brain doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Scientists have done experiments where they show funny videos to kids and adults. When people watch alone, they might smile a little. But when they watch the same video with other people, they laugh way more. When they ask people how funny the video was, they give it the same rating whether they watched alone or with others. So the video isn't funnier to them, but they laugh more anyway. This proves that laughter is way more about social connection than just finding things amusing. Okay, now we're getting into the really cool science stuff. When you hear other people laugh, something amazing happens in your brain. There's this thing called the mirror system that basically makes your brain copy what other people are doing. So when you hear someone laugh, your brain automatically starts preparing your face muscles to laugh too. It's like your brain is going, "Oh, everyone's laughing? I should probably laugh too." And it happens without you even thinking about it. But wait, it gets even better. When you laugh with other people, your brain releases these amazing chemicals called endorphins. These are the same chemicals that make you feel good when you exercise or eat chocolate. They're basically nature's happiness drugs. These endorphins get released in specific parts of your brain that are all about feeling connected to other people. So when you laugh with others, you literally feel happier and more bonded with them. Your brain is rewarding you for being social. People who have more receptors for these feel-good chemicals in their brains, they're way more likely to catch laughter from other people. It's like some people are just built to be more affected by group laughter. This creates this awesome cycle. You hear others laugh, which makes you want to laugh, which releases happy chemicals, which makes you feel good, which makes you want to laugh more. It's like a happiness feedback loop. There's this really cool concept from sociology called collective effervescence. I know, fancy words, right? But it's actually a simple idea. It's that amazing feeling you get when you're part of a group that's all experiencing the same thing together. Imagine you are at a concert where everyone's singing the same song, or at a sports game where everyone's cheering for the same team. You feel this incredible energy, like you're part of something bigger than yourself. That's collective effervescence. The same thing happens in comedy clubs and movie theaters. Everyone's focused on the same thing, laughing at the same moments, sharing the same experience. It's like the whole group becomes one big laughing organism. When one person starts laughing, it signals to everyone else that laughing is the right thing to do. It's like getting permission to let loose and have fun. This creates this wave effect where laughter spreads through the entire group. But wait, there's more. In comedy clubs, the audience often stops thinking of themselves as individuals. They become part of this collective audience identity. They're more willing to laugh, more open to the experience, because they're not just themselves anymore. They're part of the group. Now let's talk about why watching comedy at home is so different. When you're at home, you're dealing with a completely different environment. First off, distractions are everywhere. Your phone is buzzing. Someone's cooking dinner. Your dog wants attention. You've got homework to do. Your brain is being pulled in a million different directions. Compare that to a movie theater. It's dark. Your phone is hopefully silent. There's nothing to do except watch the screen. Your brain can focus completely on what's happening. This focused attention makes you more receptive to humor. Scientists found that people are 3 times more likely to use their phones while watching movies at home compared to in theaters. 3 times. No wonder it's harder to get into the experience. When your attention is scattered, it's much harder for your brain to process humor properly. Humor actually requires quite a bit of mental work. You have to understand the setup, recognize the pattern, then catch the twist that makes it funny. If you're distracted, this process gets interrupted. Movie theaters and comedy clubs are specifically designed to capture and hold your attention. The big screen, the surround sound, the comfortable seating, everything is designed to create an immersive experience. Your living room? Not so much. Here's something really cool about live comedy that you can't get from watching videos. In a live show, there's this incredible back and forth between the comedian and the audience. The comedian is constantly reading the room. If a joke gets a big laugh, they might pause longer, milk it for all it's worth. If something doesn't land, they can adjust, try a different approach, maybe even make fun of the fact that the joke didn't work. Your laughter as an audience member isn't just a reaction, it's actually part of the performance. The comedian uses your laughter to time their next joke, to build momentum, to create rhythm. You're not just watching the show, you're helping create it. This creates this amazing feedback loop. The comedian tells a joke, you laugh, they feed off that energy and deliver the next joke even better, which makes you laugh harder, which gives them even more energy. And on it goes. When you're watching a recorded performance at home, this magic is completely missing. The performance is frozen in time. Your reaction doesn't change anything. There's no give and take, no co-creation of the experience. Here's where things get really mind-blowing. Scientists think laughter evolved way before humans even existed. Our ape ancestors had these play sounds they made during friendly interactions. These sounds were their way of saying, hey, I'm just playing, don't worry, I'm not trying to hurt you. Over millions of years, these play sounds evolved into human laughter. So when we laugh, we're tapping into this ancient system that's all about showing we're friendly and trustworthy. Some researchers think laughter was like vocal grooming for early humans. You know how monkeys groom each other to bond? Well, humans figured out that laughing together could create those same social bonds, but way more efficiently. Instead of grooming one person at a time, you could laugh with a whole group and bond with everyone at once. This is why laughter is so contagious. It's not a bug, it's a feature. Our brains are literally wired to spread laughter through groups because it helped our ancestors survive by keeping groups united and cooperative. When you laugh really hard, you're actually pretty vulnerable. You can't see well, you can't move quickly, you're making noise. In the wild, this would be dangerous. But that's exactly what makes laughter such a powerful social signal. It's like saying, I trust you all so much that I'm willing to be vulnerable around you. So why doesn't this work when you're watching comedy alone at home? Well, think about it. All these amazing social and evolutionary mechanisms we just talked about, they all depend on other people being there. When you're alone, there's no social pressure to laugh. There's no group to bond with. There's no collective effervescence. There's no mirror neurons firing because there's no one to mirror. There's no endorphin sharing feedback loop because there's no group to share with. Your brain is basically like, why should I put energy into laughing? There's no social benefit here. There's no group to impress or bond with. I'll just save my energy. Plus, your home environment is sending completely different signals to your brain. It's saying, this is your personal space where you multitask and handle daily life. It's not saying, this is a special place dedicated to entertainment and fun. So what does all this mean? Well, it doesn't mean that watching comedy at home is bad or wrong. Sometimes it's exactly what we want, a quiet chuckle while we relax. But it does explain why live comedy in movie theaters aren't going anywhere, even in our digital age. There's something about the shared experience that we just can't replicate when we're alone with our devices. It also shows us something beautiful about human nature. We're social creatures at our core. Even something as simple as laughter works better when we're together. We literally make each other happier just by being in the same space, sharing the same experience. Maybe this is why we have such fond memories of laughing with friends at movies, or that time we couldn't stop giggling during a school presentation. Those moments stick with us because they tap into something fundamental about what makes us human. The next time you're watching something funny with friends and you find yourself laughing way harder than you would alone, you'll know what's happening. Your ancient brain systems are kicking in, your mirror neurons are firing, endorphins are flowing, and you're participating in a behavior that's been bringing humans together for millions of years. Pretty amazing, right? Who knew that something as simple as laughter could be so complex and so beautifully human? So here's my challenge for you. The next time you have the choice between watching a comedy alone or with friends, try the group experience. Pay attention to how different it feels. Notice how the laughter builds and spreads. You're not just watching entertainment, you're participating in one of humanity's oldest bonding rituals. And that's pretty special, don't you think? Thanks for joining me on this journey into the science of laughter. If this made you smile, or better yet, if you watched it with someone and laughed together, then we've proven the point perfectly. What's your favorite memory of laughing with others? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to share this with someone who could use a good laugh today. After all, laughter really is better when it's shared. See you next time. Oops. And please consider subscribing to this channel. Bye.